And over here, Chris Williams is coming over to provide us with more details, and we'll update you once we're done speaking with him.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, how are you, Sergeant?
I'm doing good, Miss Dunn. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Colin, you doing okay, brother?
I can hold this.
Oh, are y'all live?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry about that, y'all. Good to see you all. How can I help y'all?
Any injuries reported here?
Absolutely none, ma'am. Thank God. There are no injuries reported.
Okay. And where did this incident start?
Okay, the incident started right here at the intersection of Tom Hill Senior Boulevard and Northside Drive. Now, not currently, this has all started when deputies were in the area investigating a report of someone seen with a firearm that was at a nearby apartment complex, Carriage Hill Apartments. While they were investigating that, deputies heard multiple shots in this area. They left the investigation at that site and they came here. Once here, as you see the small SUV that's being towed away, they saw multiple individuals get out of that SUV and begin running, multiple ones with backpacks. Some were dropping them. So deputies pursued those individuals. 2 were taken into custody. While those 2 were taken into custody, additional deputies responded to the scene and they evacuated Kroger because those individuals seen running towards that area. Once deputies evacuated Kroger, we got 1 additional suspect into custody and another additional one behind Kroger, behind the shopping plaza area. Okay, so 4 suspects in custody, 3 18-year-old gentlemen and 1 21-year-old male. Okay, several firearms were recovered. Also, narcotics were recovered. So at this time, we're investigating how all this came to play. We're crossing all our circumstances out to lead to a investigation where we know exactly what happened and what's related to what. So as we're doing this investigation at this time, we just ask that you stand by. We'll update you as soon as we can put all this together through a media release. Again, no one was hurt. Everybody is safe. No injuries reported whatsoever, including the suspects.
Do we know if they were firing those guns at anybody or if they were just firing in the air? We saw several markers over there indicating perhaps shell casings. Do you know what they were firing at?
Not at this time, as stated, Ms. Dunn. That's what we're investigating.
Okay. Was this scene contained to the shopping center parking lot as well as this bit of the road here?
Yes, ma'am. Where the SUV was spotted, we blocked that off, and the area where the firing took place.
So just to be clear, that SUV, that Jeep that's being towed was being used by the suspects?
That is what the suspects were seen fleeing from.
Okay. And that sand on the ground, is that a result of oil leaking out of the vehicle? Is that?
That's quite possible. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do we
We
know?
don't know if that's related to this incident or not.
Understand. Do we know?
It's just a safety precaution.
Is there anything else that you can share with us about this situation?
Not at this time, as stated. The investigators are currently working on all the circumstances leading up to the incident. And once we find out more, we will definitely update you all.
Did deputies, when they were at the Carriage Hill Apartments, did they make any contact with anybody?
No, they was currently involved in that investigation when this happened, so they had to leave and come investigate this to make sure no one was harmed or there weren't any active threats going on at the time.
Understand. Is there any threat to the public at this time?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
As stated, we're investigating.
Understand. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That was Sergeant Chris Williams as he just provided some more details to us live as that vehicle was just being taken off scene here. And we now know that that vehicle was potentially involved with the suspects, as he stated, multiple gentlemen, 3 18-year-olds, 1 21-year-old male arrested at the scene here after an incident that started at the Carriage Hill Apartments. Again, I'm going to take a step out of the way just so we can see more and see how large this scene is here as Chris Williams is walking towards those deputies there. There's also a scene over on the right with several shell casings on the ground, yellow indicators indicating where shots may have been fired. As he said, no injuries reported, and it's unclear what exactly they were shooting at. He states that this is still under active investigation and there is no threat to the public currently. And again, he mentioned that all 4 suspects were apprehended, 2 of them at the Kroger, which was evacuated as a safety precaution, as stated, and that vehicle that the suspects were seen fleeing out of also just towed from the scene. You can see it on the back of that truck towards those deputies' vehicles there. It looks like several of the windows are down. I'm not sure if they've been damaged at all, but they are down. And again, Sergeant Williams telling us that there were narcotics involved in this situation as well. And again, we'll be waiting on further details from the Bibb Sheriff's Office once we get them.